Welcome back, everybody. Today, I'm checking out what Robbie Williams has got to say about Taylor Swift. Does he love her? Yeah, of course he does. You know, I've just checked out from the Reputation tour when he did Angels with her, and that was pretty cool, wasn't it, man? And I just think Robbie's pretty cool in general, isn't he? You know, very charismatic. You know, and he got some great tunes. I used to listen a little bit maybe when I was a teenager. The first show I ever went to was a Robbie one. And I'm going to dive back in, I think, soon and just re-listen to some of his records, you know. But anyway, let's see what he's got to say.
Going quickly back to the gig in Hyde Park, before you came on stage, there was graphics on the screen that represented different, whether it was different thoughts in your head or different uncomfortable questions, and I was reading them. One of them is your thoughts on Taylor Swift.
What was it?
Well, that was it. It was just ask me about my thoughts on Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, what are his thoughts on Taylor Swift?
Is that what it said?
That was one of the things on there.
I love Taylor Swift.
Of course.
Yeah, who doesn't? And who can't? You better do. And I do.
Yeah, it's like the Beatles, I think I said before. I mean, even if you don't love it, you know, you got to respect the output, you know. And there's something in a catalogue for everyone, you know. And some artists just don't connect with people, do they, you know? So I guess I kind of get it. So, but I don't know, you know, like, you either love the Beatles or you just haven't listened, right? You either love Taylor Swift or you just haven't really listened, man. That's got to be the way, isn't it?
But I really do. You know, I just that you sit back and just go, there are levels to this stuff.
Yeah.
And she is achieving levels that have been unreached, unmatched. And, you know, and she also, to not actually, at least front facing, because I couldn't help but, when I was in my pocket of omnipresence, I couldn't help but go, hey, the crazy's showing itself.
That's interesting. When I was in my pocket of omnipresence, I like that.
To not actually, at least front facing, because I couldn't help but, when I was in my pocket of omnipresence, I couldn't help but go, hey, the crazy's showing itself. Hey, this is what crazy looks like. This is making me crazy. And people went, I was being crazy. Yes, I am. I'm insane right now and I'm having a nervous breakdown.
I've often thought, you know, if I had achieved success or notoriety in the music industry, I suppose, in my 20s, you know, that's the way it would have gone for me, man. Like, I didn't, well, maybe even just 5 or 3 years ago, I didn't know myself, like, hardly at all, you know. I was just chasing the wrong things, looking in the wrong places, and was impulsive and compulsive, you know, and it would not have ended well for me, man. I don't think. I don't know how good or bad that would have been, you know, but it wouldn't have been pleasant, you know. So I kind of feel fortunate that none of that happened for me, you know.
The poise that she has and the way that she is navigating very, very unfair things leveled at her. She's just a girl singing some songs, trying to entertain people. And obviously with great love comes great hate too. Mm-hmm. And with omnipresence comes the crazy. And she's navigating it all so well, it would seem from the outside. And, you know, maybe she's just less...
Didn't Elvis... I think I saw this in the Elvis movie, the Baz Luhrmann one from last year or the year before. They had I hate Elvis badges, right? That the Elvis organisation was selling, which is brilliant, isn't it? You know, it's hilarious and a joke, I guess. Because if people are gonna buy I hate Elvis badges, I mean, would they even know that Elvis is getting the money for that? Well, Tom Parker was anyway. But it's right, isn't it? You know, you can't. There's always that polarization, I suppose.
Crazy to me.
Or she just doesn't put it out there.
Yeah, but look, I didn't try to put my crazy out there, but
just came out.
it seeped. It seeped, yeah.
One of the TikToks that I see, and I see it pop up on YouTube when I'm just mindlessly scrolling through concert videos, is you performing Angels with her at Wembley.
Yeah.
Is there a better feeling there? Because not only so, set the scene. She's at Wembley. It's her concert. She starts singing your song. The crowd erupts. Everyone there, again, they're there for Taylor Swift, but they know every word of your song.
Yeah.
Then, 30 seconds in, you pop up.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know every word of that song, man?
Start singing your song. The crowd erupts. Everyone there, again, they're there for Taylor Swift, but they know every word of your song.
Yeah.
Then, 30 seconds in, you pop up.
Yeah.
And then the crowd erupts even louder. Like, is there a better... I've got goosebumps just explaining that to you, and I wasn't even there. You're Robbie Williams singing Angels,
Yeah.
and a whole crowd of people that didn't pay a ticket to come see you, they're screaming your song in excitement.
Well, I think the interesting thing is that Taylor, I think, knew the concept of a Robbie Williams somewhere in the world, but I don't think knew anything about me. And I think maybe whoever she was dating at the time was English and went, hey, maybe you should get Robbie Williams. I think this is how it went. But like when I came up through the stage and the audience erupted, you could just see this.
Do you think that's true? Do you think that's like... Because, I mean, did he have worldwide success? Was it just in this country? He must have been selling... He signed some mega record deal at some point, didn't he? I remember him in the press conference, was it like 300 million quid or something, a 6-album deal, I don't know, and he was just like, I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams. But how big was Robbie worldwide? I mean, he did those huge nights at Nebworth in this country, didn't he? But, yeah.
In the world, but I don't think knew anything about me. And I think maybe whoever she was dating at the time was English and went, hey, maybe you should get Robbie Williams. I think this is how it went. But like when I came up through the stage and the audience erupted, you could just see this thing in her face go, eh?
Yeah.
And I'm
right,
like,
okay,
yeah, I'm the mayor of this
Yeah,
here.
that's a bit of that.
I'm a big deal.
I'm a big deal. I keep telling everybody I'm a big deal, and she was like, "Oh, he's a big deal."
It's a big deal.
And it was a lovely moment. Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. Oh, man, I want to watch more Robbie now. Like, well, I might have to find the rest of that. Should I find the rest of this interview and react to it? Should I react to more Robbie Williams interviews or interviews in general? Yeah, I'm going to have to stick some Robbie on, man, and explore why he was so big as well, I suppose. Because although I guess when I was like sort of 15, maybe I'd borrowed a couple of his albums off an aunt. We went to watch him. It was the first concert I went to. But then maybe I dismissed him a bit. Although I do know all the words, feel when that came on not long ago. I was like surprised myself, I suppose, and my girlfriend that I knew all the words to it, But I guess it's kind of what I've been doing on this channel, isn't it? Is exploring why artists are so big, pop artists, in particular. So maybe I should maybe I can react to like a Robbie concert or something, man. Let me know if that would be something you'd be interested in, or a documentary or something, But anyway, until the next time, look after yourselves, dudes. See you later.